Stand by, everyone. We're working out the sound. Stand by, everyone. We're working out the sound. Yeah. So click that link that I sent in the signal. All right. Tawanda, can you hear me?
Yeah, everybody can see me on Facebook is really nice.
All right. So we have Brian here. Yeah, for some reason, there's an issue with Jitsi transferring over the sound. Hey, Marcellus.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. Everybody mute your whatever device you have it playing on.
Say that again.
Mute the device that you have it playing on, because we're getting an echo.
You say muted.
No, like, so if you have like if you got your laptop or something that's playing.
No, I turned that all the way down. I muted
All right,
it.
cool. All right, let me do the intro again. Welcome, everyone. This is West Wednesday, number 435. Apologies, we're having some technical difficulties with the software that we normally use to have the meeting, so we're trying out a new system. So welcome to West Wednesday. This is 435. We are calling for justice and accountability for all victims of police violence. Tawanda Jones has been fighting for justice for the death of her brother, the killing of her brother by Baltimore police for 435 weeks. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
You're muted, Tawanda. You're still muted. I heard you a minute ago. Still can't hear you.
Can you?
Now I can hear you. And now you're muted again.
Yeah, I heard you for a second, but then you went out.
Yeah. Apologies, everyone. Thank you for bearing with us.
That's the target. Can y'all hear me now?
There you go. Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's the target. It's interesting that y'all couldn't hear me. And anyway, moving on.
You're muted again.
I can't hear you, Tawanda.
Still nothing. What'd you do to change it? Because we could hear you for a moment. Still can't hear you. Not yet. Nope. Maybe try going out and coming back in again. It seems like it's working for everybody else. Stand by, everyone. Okay, say something, Tawanda. No, still nothing. I don't know what is going on. Because you had to allow your microphone, right? In order for it to work? Stand by, everyone. Thank you for your patience. Stand by, stand by. Mic check, 1, 2. Tawanda, I'm not sure if you can hear us, but we cannot hear you yet. Oh,
I can hear you, Ben.
okay, good. Marcellus, you can hear us too, right?
Yes, I can.
Good. We're just waiting on Tawanda. Stand by, mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear
Hey,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Heard that.
All right, now I can turn my. So Angela was saying I can hear Angela. Can y'all hear Angela? Because me and Angela can only hear each other. Because she
I
was
can't.
saying she couldn't see none of y'all. Angela?
Did you close out Jitsi? Because you have to close out Jitsi. Maybe that's why.
Hold, let me see. I don't know if I did. Hold on.
It might have been
Me.
interviewing with it.
I don't. Well, I don't think so. But let me try. Hold on. Let me see something.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm gonna. Okay, hold on. If y'all could tell Angela to click back on, somebody send that message to her, go out and come back.
I just did. Stand by, everyone. Our main system went down, so we're trying out an alternate system in order to get online with the broadcast tonight. Hey, Angela, can you hear us?
Yes, hello.
Perfect. All right, so we just got to wait for Tawanda to come back. Thank you for bearing with us.
No problem. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yeah.
Tawanda, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, but your video is not on, so turn your
Yeah,
video
no, I
on if you
turned
can.
it off because I had my phone in my hand. I'm trying different things. Give me
No
one second.
worries.
Sorry, everybody. I feel like we should go back on. This is so bootleg.
It's
so good.
all right.
Let me see.
It's all good. It's all good.
There you go. All right. And we lost Tawanda. Stand by, everyone. We're still working out technical difficulties. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, AC. Thank you, Sifu. Thank you, Hillary, for all your support.
Mic
Welcome back,
check.
Tawanda. Mic check, mic check.
All right, I'm gonna try to turn my camera on again.
All right.
I apologize for the technical difficulties, but I feel like it's strategically done. I really do. But this is so weird. Okay, let me see now.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, you were there
Yeah.
for a second. For a second, you were.
See now, so as he was playing with my sound on my video, they playing mad games because it's just weird that it's me.
Oh,
But it
we
is.
can see you now.
Yeah, I bet.
All right, everything's clear.
Again, guys, I apologize. And honestly, it's not my fault because I didn't do anything different because everything was closed out on my screen. I don't know what the hell is going on. I feel like I'm too high up. I don't know. It's a little crazy. All right, so anyway, so is Angela still on mic check?
Yes, Angela's on, Marcellus is on, I'm on, and Brian's on.
All righty. So okay, so now we can do this. All right. Mic check. Again, I apologize for the technical difficulties that was beyond our control. And I'm so glad that I did not have any special guests on because but I'm still upset because we have people that are watching us and it just really looks bootleg right now. But I promise you this is not our normal West Wednesday. But anyway, this is West Wednesday week 435 day 3045. And we've been fighting for a very long time for accountability, not just for my big brother Tyrone West, but for literally all the victims of police brutality and murder. And I'm just thinking about today, in light of Ahmaud Arbery family getting a sense of accountability. But at the end of the day, like before we start tooting our horns and saying, yeah, oh my goodness, the justice system, it's justice. No, it's not justice. Because guess what? Justice does not allow any person to be assassinated. And then the way it happened, like literally, you can't do anything while being black in America. Black or brown in America, that is a sentence, that's a death sentence, and it's sickening. Because if you think about everything that happened, and I'm glad that they are seeking accountability, but even down to the whole bolts and nuts of the whole entire trial. For one, let's go back to when it occurred. You have a young black man, literally, that was jogging through a predominantly white community or whatever. And then you have these racist pigs, these animals that actually say, you know what? Let's take proceed. We're gonna kill this. We're gonna kill this. You know what? And literally, they assassinate him. I'm talking about in cold blood. But had it not been for Roddy's or Rudy or whatever his name is, the neighbor, had it not been for him videoing the sick events and then putting it up 60 days later. Literally, it took them 60 days later. And let's be clear, had it not been for that video surface, we wouldn't have had anything. Like, that is disgusting to me. And it's just sad in all of these cases. Because, like, even in my brother case, when you talk about missing video footage, there is missing video footage of my brother's execution, right? Literally, you have an unarmed black man driving through, a neighborhood with a young lady giving her a ride. And we see what happened to George Floyd, how he was actually, a knee was placed on his neck, and this man suffered and died. But it wasn't until we saw this this horrible video footage, right? That pretty much, we saw the life being sucked out of his body. We saw a man pleading for his dead mama, right? And that is sad and disgusting. What do you think about this? Had that video not surfaced, would we really have accountability for George Floyd? No, I don't think we would have. And it's to the point that what really is disgusting to me, that you don't even have to be in law enforcement, right? But because America has put this target on us, and that's why I told my brother Ben to play the video. I have a target on my back. Literally, just because of our skin color, we have targets on our back. We can't do anything without being targeted, and that is sick. That is sick and disgusting. So before I toot my horn and be like, oh my God, no, I'm not, because everything about it is freaking sick. The fact it takes 60 days, literally, these animals, right? Travis, along with his damn father, they saw a black man jogging through a white community, and they're like, you know what? I want to go kill, like almost like picnicking back in the days of slavery, right? Picnic. Excuse my French. Pick a nigga. Let's pick a nigga. That's where picnicking came from. Let's be crystal clear. So we're picking a nigga. We see them running across. Let's go get them, and they jump in their pickup truck like some old back in the 1916 times. They go jump and full pursuit, to do nothing but killing us. And then, if that wasn't enough, their damn prejudiced neighbor, he jumped in his own pickup. He wanted to be a part of this. Oh, he really wanted to be a part of this. Assassination. That's exactly what it is. You got a father and a son, murderers. And then you got the sick neighbor. Had it not been for the sick neighbor videoing this footage of them blowing an innocent black brother who was doing nothing, and I wouldn't give a damn. Let's be clear. I wouldn't care if Ahmaud Arbery, they would have saw him jogging down the street with a damn TV on his back, people jewelry boxes underneath of his clothing, stealing everything in the town. They're not the damn judge, jury, and the executioner. They're not. But the fact that we're in times now that they say, you know what, it is legal. It is legal, depending on who the victim is, and depending on who put like this, but depending on who they are actually pursuing. I wonder if a black brother could pursue a white woman or a white man and say, you know what, we wanted to make a criminal arrest, a legal criminal arrest, because we want to question them about all this, crimes that are happening in our neighborhood. Could we do that and get the F away with it? No, we couldn't. Every charge would be tossed at us. Let's be crystal clear, from kidnapping to all this stuff, right? All this stuff. Let's be crystal clear. It's just sad and disgusting. But poor Ahmaud Arbery was jogging through a neighborhood, minding his own damn business, when you got Killer Travis and his goddamn father that said, you know what, let's go picnic. And then they took their neighbor said, you know what, I want a part of this. I want to bear witness. And then if that wasn't enough, they got on the phone and dialed 911 and acting as if they were these killer cops, acting as if they were these slave catchers. And that's why it's very important to call a spade, because the history and everything has been bought on the backs of our blood. Let's be crystal clear, our blood. It is okay in America that if they think a black woman, a black child, a man is doing anything wrong, that they can kill us on the street. We ain't even got to be doing nothing wrong. We can go on Walmart and just be shopping and look at a BB gun that ain't even loaded, never, we're not holding up the Walmart or anything, and they can come in and kill a man in cold blood right in front of his girlfriend. And then when his girlfriend, she was protesting in that town, mysteriously her car just crashes up in broad daylight, right? So now she's murdered as well for pursuing accountability. Retribution is real, retaliation is real. And it's our reality. But I just wanted to say I am glad that, but it's just sad, but it's disgusting to me that it boiled down to this, that you could actually kill a man. It reminds me of when Trayvon Martin, a young teenage, a baby boy, was murdered, gunned down by Zimmerman. And the way all the game playing, they didn't lock him up on the spot. They played games. You can just, see somebody black, and because of our skin color, we're targeted. And it's sad and disgusting. But until we change that, I'm not going to be sitting up there tooting my horn and saying, oh, we got no, hell no. But we did see a little bit of accountability because the jurors got it right. And this is sad if you look at the whole jury setup. Look at the whole jury. It was proportionately white people. And I'm glad that they got it right. I'm glad that the judge didn't play a big part, because we know these judges, it don't even matter their skin colors. Because I done seen House Negro judges sat behind the gravel and cut off people that had evidence and stopped them in mid-sentence and let the defendants, get their turn to say whatever and try to persuade the jurors. I done seen it all. I call it the damn Doug and Pony show. I am sick of the Doug and Pony show. Let's be crystal clear. But again, I am glad that they're moving in the right steps for accountability, and they should not ever see daylight ever again. They should not. It shouldn't be. And then the fact we got to sit and wait until February to see if the judge is going to actually get it right and not give them, a chance to actually torment their family again, as if Ahmaud Arbery's family is not tormented enough. They had to actually sit guys through a trial and hear things that they never heard before and keep their composure, because in the courtroom of a murder cup, as victim family members, you cannot say or do anything. You have to keep this aura up in front of a jury, in front of people. Even though you want to cry, they'll tell you got to step out because they don't want you to sway the jurors. But it's okay how they pick the jurors and pick all damn near all white people. That's cool. Everything is cool. But yet, as a mother or a sister or a family member of a loved one that was slaughtered by this goddamn system, you can't turn up in court. You can't cry. You can't say, oh, you freaking animals, they're ready to throw the case out. It's disgusting. That is not justice for me. There never will be, justice. Is just us trying to hold folks accountable. But why is it so hard for us to get accountability? That is disgusting, because they don't give a damn about our lives. We have to care about our own self. I wanted to get that out before, because like I said today, I wanted to more so touch on being positive about situations, because I know that tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and a lot of families that do celebrate holidays or just celebrate, even a lot of people that don't celebrate holidays do love spending time with their family. So now you're going to have like people spending lots of time with their loved ones. So I want you pretty much to be able to go through this and cope. And I'm also throwing stuff out there for myself so that way I can be strong and my family can be strong, because this is a very hard year. It's harder every year when we are missing seats. We was missing at first one seat at our table. Now we're missing seats, right? At our table of our loved ones, like literally my grandmother's not here anymore. My cousin Tavon is not here. My uncle Clifton is not here. And we already know my brother Tyrone was assassinated, right? But the fact of what am I going to do? We have to make the best of things, right? And me doing that, I still have to realize all the blessings that I do have. I'm very thankful and grateful that I do have not only just my personal family, my biological family. I'm thankful for you guys too. Like, I really am so thankful. I'm thankful that in the years of fighting for accountability, that finally it seems like the world is kind of waking up, and finally people are getting it right. And it doesn't matter if they try to set the whole stage up. At the end of the day, you got to realize we are all humans. We're all humans, and everybody is not prejudiced. Everybody is not a racist. So it's just sad and disgusting that the way they have things set up, that it's horrible. And I even look at, like, with the homicides in my city, we over 300 plus murders, right? To the point that we said an elderly lady, I talked about her last week. Um, you know, poor Miss Claire was actually executed in a church, stabbed up, like, horrible. And families have to go through this trauma and pain and still try to get through if they celebrate holidays, or just not going into depression, not going off in the deep end. But just know that in life, right, everything is already wrote out, whether it's bad or good. The thing is, what I'm learning is that you have to make the best out of everything. At the end of the day, what we are doing is the most, to me, beautiful thing that you could ever do. And that is trying to hold folks accountable, calling folks out, not selling our souls, never wavering. Like, literally, you guys know we would have been right outside in this cold weather, had it not been for, the pandemic and things like that. We'd have been outside. Because I remember plenty of Christmas Eves, Thanksgiving, like right before Thanksgiving, you know, being out there like, okay, let's do it kind of quick. I'm ready to go and cook. Same thing, different day. You get what I'm saying? But now we're online. Now it's like everything is trying to, put everything just online, literally. But, we will be boots back on the ground soon. We do our on and off, and that's the good part about it. But the most part about is taking care of ourselves. So the only thing that I can tell you that kind of works for me is pretty much, instead of just thinking about how your loved one was murdered, they are more than that. Like, Sandra Bland is more than just a traffic stop. That was a beautiful queen that literally was going to a new job, right? A new town, seeking a new job or whatever. And she was tragically murdered. But instead of us focusing on her murder, instead of us focusing on what happened to Ahmaud Arbery, let's focus on who they were. Let's focus on their life, how they loved us, and what they would want us to do. They would not want us to be down here sad. They would not. Let's focus on Timothy Fleming's life, right? Timothy Fleming, we heard his sister Angela say how he was a jokester, how he enjoyed doing things. Let's focus on the good stuff instead of saying something. Because guess what? Negative energy is real. And once you get in a negative spirit, everything from there goes downhill. It's almost like a yawn is very contagious. If I go around somebody and I let out a yawn, me thinking of the word yawn, I just want to yawn. That's a real strong, powerful force. So instead of us just thinking about the negative stuff, let's think about the good stuff. I just remember on Thanksgiving, before my brother was assassinated, literally, me and him enjoyed going grocery shopping that year, and he went and bought all of his groceries as well as mine. Like, sis, I got paid today. He was like, let's go grocery shopping. I got you. I got some things or whatever. He got his turkey. Then I just remember cracking up, calling me when he told me that he had his turkey on like 450, like for like 6 hours. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm surprised your house didn't catch on fire. He was like, why would my girlfriend mother tell me to put my turkey up how she told me to broil it? And I'm like, oh my God, like, what she wanted you to have a roasted turkey? But we laughed about it. He was like, it was good to him. So it's just making the best of all the things that we go through right now. Instead of us thinking about like all the negative stuff, because again, like I said, negativity is real. It's so easy to point out bad stuff in people, this, that, but it's so hard literally to try to focus on the good stuff. And that's just how the world is. You can do everything right, live your whole entire life faithful, honest, integrity, all that, right? The minute you do that one bad thing, they're not going to focus on all the positive stuff you did all your life, how you worked hard, you did this, you took the shirt off your back to help someone. They're going to only focus on the negative stuff. So we need to just focus on the positive stuff. I'm thankful that our brother Ben, and that's why we're having these technical issues, because he's not even in this state right now. He's not even here, but he's here. He's taking his time out of his schedule with his family during the holiday time to actually put together this so that we can see it like all around the world, see it on Facebook, see it on YouTube. He's doing that. Like he's doing that. Nobody's paying him or anything. He's doing it. And I'm thankful just for all you guys, like literally all you guys. So just instead of thinking of anything negative, if anybody try to distract your mind, think of something good. The same how you turn it off. We have control over our mind. We don't have to always constantly focus on the television and let them tell us what. Turn it off sometimes. It's okay to get off the social media. Mental health matters. So you have to take care of yourself. Whatever, be thankful. And I'm very thankful. I'm thankful that I have beautiful children that are still here. I'm thankful that we are a close family. That I'm thankful that God gave me the skills to cook because I'm about to cook this big old feast and he is about to go down as soon as I get offline. Like it's about to go down. Like real talk. So just be thankful of all the good stuff. Like again, I said you can be negative and think about, and it's okay. And it's not being negative if you have a sad moment. But I just encourage you, dry your eyes and just know that your loved one would not want to see you cry. So do something that they would want you to do. If there was a joke, think of one of their funny jokes, laugh. You gotta smile through the pain sometimes. When life throw you lemons, make some lemonade. You know what I mean? So just keep it moving because guess what? This is a day that we have never ever seen. And unfortunately, it's a day that we will never ever see again. But us making the best out of each day. Because guess what? 1 minute you can wake up on top of the world feeling like everything's going right, your money good, everything going right, your food good, like everything going right. And then the very next day or moment, you can take a nap, wake back up in like 10 minutes, and then everything now feel like you underneath of the world. Like everybody is against you, all that. You got to shake all that off and keep it moving. Give the world the best you. Sometimes people don't want to hear you say negative things or even say something. Sometimes, lots of times when I go through my own stuff, I don't even want people to say anything. I just want a listening ear or a laugh, a listening ear or a laugh. Let's laugh together, let's cry together, whatever. But sometimes people make things until they're self. They take things personally, and half the time when we're taking things personal, it's not even about us. Somebody could be clearly talking about something literally in their mind and how they see it, but immediately we'll feel attacked like, oh my God, they talk about me. Oh, no, it's not always about you. Stop putting yourself in the circle when someone else is just talking to you or coming to you. Because guess what? If they did not care about you or thought that your opinion didn't matter, they wouldn't even be coming to you. So again, just remember, I always say, live to love to live. And I'm glad that in the whole 9 years that we've been fighting for accountability, right? We done seen the whole lot. And the saddest part, we just got to keep fighting. So I'm going to do a mic check in real quick. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. So we have a few comments on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to start with YouTube. AC Britt has a few comments. She says, yay for the sound working. And AC Britt says, I don't always agree with Ben Crump, but today he said we can't be in a place where there has to be video footage in order to obtain accountability. Zimmerman's dad was a judge, just further proof of the corruption throughout the system. And then turkey. The turkey emoji for Thanksgiving. Hillary says she can hear you, meaning the technical issues were addressed. Sifu says justice for Tyrone West. Charlene says it's okay and all good. And Sifu says they've been trying to mute you for years, shaking my head. Hillary says justice for all victims of police brutality. Can see and hear you. Charlene says we can hear you now, Tawanda. Sifu says vile dogs. My heart goes out to his mother who had to sit and watch that video over and over and over. And finally, Hillary says, thankful for Tawanda Jones. Mic check.
Mic check. Well, thank you guys. I love you guys so much. And just thinking about it real fast, I'm just thinking about literally that you could just be pursued by killers. Like you don't know when or if anything could just happen. You could just be, like I said, Ahmaud Arbery just taking the jog through a community, like just literally every morning running, being physically fit, and then somebody just stalk you out and kill you. So shame on Travis, shame on Greg, and shame on William, for videoing that horrible execution. And there are some sick bastards because you would actually have them to video that and watch it over and over and feel comfortable enough to put it on social media. But then it's like I said, until a video surface, then we get accountability. That's sad. I think about if Freddie Gray horrible execution wasn't caught on video, nobody wouldn't even have knew about Freddie Gray. And it's unfortunately that Freddie Gray didn't even get accountability, you know. And my brother's brutal execution was actually caught on video. Praying that it's just said that I gotta pray for a sick video to surface before these folks. But I'm praying that even without the video footage, I'm hoping that it do come through. But I'm praying that people just get it right. Like they should actually see that in the whole 8 going on 9 years, we have never ever changed what happened or said. But the only thing sometimes it got a little bit difficult because we never knew, and that tells you how transparent that this wasn't. To the fact that I didn't have an accurate number. I used to always say 11, between 11 and 15 animals murdered my brother. And when I started off, I heard it was like 9 or 10. So the numbers, but literally now I got a clear, and that's through the motion of discovery phase. I got a clear, unfortunate number of 17 killer cops on one unarmed man. That is disgusting. Like that is, if people don't just see that alone, like see that alone, that you could be actually murdered. And then even though I say my brother was unarmed, but even if you're armed in a mental health crisis, in your home, you should not be assassinated. You should not be assassinated by 7 shots holding a damn knife. You should not be assassinated. They're not judge, jury, and execution. But again, we say they're not, but they are. They are. That's just the bottom line of it. And then now I'm just thinking about the homicides, and they said that before I got to you guys, I was watching the news, and they pretty much said that the county is seeking the most homicides ever. 50 homicides within this year. And I'm in my mind, even though that's horrible, like I don't care if it's one homicide, that is one too many. That means a family lost their loved one. But the fact that in the city, we're over 300 plus every year. If you count up from 2015 to now, we talk about thousands of folks being executed, right? And then in the year, still not out. Babies are getting executed. Barbers are you're not even safe in a barber shop. As a barber, you're not safe. Like, you're not even safe as a child playing at a recreation center, doing the coolest thing. Like, we say, okay, let's put recreation centers in our community, give the kids something to do. You get what I'm saying? And a poor 13-year-old baby, a baby girl at that, executed in front of a recreation center. You're not even safe going inside of a church, letting in maintenance people, right? Volunteering your time to serve, say, I'll go in and let them in. Evelyn Flair, praying for her family. Like, we're in some horrible times right now. Like, and it is sad because you just never know what tomorrow will bring. But again, this on the flip side of trying to be positive. I'm just praying for these families. But again, I only made the clear distinction that why is it only 50 and they're reaching their top of their peak, 50, but in the county it's 50 and in the city it's over 300. That shows you what neighborhoods that they give a damn about and what neighborhoods they don't. That's all it is. And then the crazy part, they want to throw as much as I can't stand Marilyn Mosby because she's not doing what she should do, but they trying to throw all this on her like she's the one getting us killed and all that because she won't over prosecute. I want her to prosecute those killer cops. I want her to free Keith Davis Jr. I want her to give my sister Queen, Angela, her family's autopsy and put those killer cops in jail. What are you waiting for? What we gotta wait till next Christmas? But the crazy part about it, what they'll try to do is just blame everybody. It's just a blame game. Meanwhile, it's the damn Doug and Pony show. They're safe, but we're not. We're not. And again, I feel like with all these homicides, something truly is going on. And this is not all community violence. I'm sorry to say. I feel like it's some sick people out here, some hitters, because they getting hit, they hit targets and they ain't missing, and nobody's safe. I'm in a supermarket yesterday. We're shopping, and a young lady was saying how she has her family isolated, like she don't even let her mother go to the corner store. Her babies go outside, and that's sad that you don't feel safe in a city depending on where you live at. And it's just sad. And it don't even matter where you live at or what neighborhoods you go through. It's horrible. We need to change that. But the first thing of changing that is literally changing our mind and, just trying to be as peaceful as we can. So, like, through this holidays, I'm definitely trying to be peaceful, not just the holidays. Because I was connected with my sister Angela, and I was irritated about something. But when me and her said a prayer together, ever since I said my prayer, like, literally my whole spirit just really feel cleansed. Like, things that normally would generally irk the crap out of me, it still irk, but I'm not letting it dictate. Rather, I'd be like, oh my God, am I going to shed a tear about it? Or I'm going to get out of character and be mad. I'm brush it off my shoulders. Keep moving. Like, that's what you have to do. So I'm just praying for everybody. And I want to check in real quick, Marcellus. Do you have any more comments or questions before we go to our homicide list in the city, as well as our police brutality list? Mike check.
Mic check. No additional comments on Facebook or YouTube at the moment.
Okay. All right.
I will be doing the police brutality list.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So before we go into the police brutality list, just remember, tomorrow while you're having family time or even tonight, because a lot of people are, again, out of town, and Uncle Bill is out of town with his family. Enjoy your family time. Enjoy every moment. Don't just wait till a holiday occurs to like spend time with your family. Spend each and every moment that you can. Just being there for each other, just being a good listener, just bonding with your loved ones, and bringing out the best in whoever you deal with, whoever you are around. Just be thankful, because guess what? Even in a worse situation, it can always be worse. In a bad situation, it can always be worse. So just look at it and do that. Just say, you know what? This might have happened, but guess what? I have this going on, and this is outweighing that. So as we enjoy these good meals that we're about to be eating, and pounds we might have to work off later, the ones that exercise and all that good stuff, just enjoy your time and enjoy your family. So before we go into the list that Marcellus is going to read, I just asked that we're going to take 2 minutes real quick, just of silence, just to, first of all, give thanks for our loved ones. And then another minute to actually, just see how we can figure this out, because now we are going through something what seems like it's spreading around the world. Because I was just on my sister, Dr. Cheese show, and literally in Philadelphia, where we think we're here in Maryland with in Baltimore with over 300. She was telling me in Philadelphia they're at almost 489 homicides, y'all. Like, oh my goodness, like terrible. So while we're praying and thinking about the police brutality list and then the list in our city, let's think about all the cities. Like, let's think about this whole entire world that are going through different issues. And even if it's not even with a homicide, your change might be strange right now. You might be having relationship problems or low self-esteem or whatever it is. You might be struggling through addiction right now. you might be struggling through not even having a roof over your head, and then we're talking about being in a cold winter time and, and just not just having that roof over your head. That's horrible. So let's just think about ways that we can fix it, but then also give thanks because we know that it can always work. Because to me, being above ground level is always a good thing because you actually get a chance to reset and kind of change that situation around. So let's give thanks and let's just think for 2 minutes of ways we can change things and and things that we're thankful for. Mic check. Thank you again. And Marcellus, the floor is all yours. Mic check.
Mic check. So today on the list we have 3 people who were identified as killed by the police, starting from November 16th. Starting from November 14th and ending on the 16th. To start with November 14th, there was a 40-year-old man in Union Township, Pennsylvania, Andrew Zwanchik.
Andrew Slump.
Andrew Zwanchik.
On November 16th, a 33-year-old man from North Bend, Washington, who has not been identified, Ashe.
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 And finally, an unidentified 92-year-old man from Caldwell, Idaho, Ashe. On
Ashe.
Ashe.
92 years old. That's sad.
Oh my God. Yeah, I was going to ask you that. That is disgusting. Oh my God. Because I was like, did I hear him say 92?
92.
And a cop feared for his life from a 92-year-old man.
That is terrible. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Marcellus. I apologize.
Oh no, that's it. That's it for the sad list of victims of police brutality.
So
Mic check.
Mic check. So as we move on for Brother Brian to read his list, I just want to say that is disgusting. Like, at no age should you be murdered or executed by killer cops. Period. I don't care, what age, but the fact that you live on Earth past 90, like you survive having health issues, like you're actually almost reaching 100, literally, and you are killed by the police. Are you serious? And we didn't hear about that on no national news level whatsoever. Sickening and disgusting. So, Brother Bryant, because we already took 2 minutes, the floor is all yours. Thank you, Brother Bryant, for tuning in tonight. And sorry that you have to read the sadness like Marcellus, but thank you again. Mic check.
Mic check. This week in Baltimore, we lost 8 people to the violence, beginning with Lee Wilkins Jr., 40.
Be welcome, Junior.
Yeah, 40.
Taekwon Dodd, 24.
Taekwon Dodd.
Taekwondo, 24.
Malia Turner, 13.
Malia Turner, 13.
13.
Bradley Hampton, 40.
Bradley Hampton,
Bradley Hampton.
40.
40.
Nivea Anderson, 5.
Nivea Anderson.
Nivea Anderson, 5.
5.
Jeffrey Thornton, 50.
Jeffrey
Yeah.
Thornton.
Thornton,
50.
Jeffrey
50.
Thornton, 50.
Evelyn Player, 69.
Evelyn Player.
Evelyn Player,
Evelyn
69.
Player, 60.
Donald Eason Jr., 35.
Donald Easton.
Donald Easton Jr.,
35.
35.
Thank you.
Thank you. And again, it's just sad because if you look at how delayed the system is, like it's sad that these people, these beautiful human beings were actually murdered a week ago and we're just getting a list. So then that means that all the folks that were murdered this week, and they know what they're doing. They just don't want you to know everything all at one time. It's like we got to make a sandwich. You got to put a top layer here and then put a middle piece here and then put the bottom layer. We can't give it to you all at one time before we make the sandwich. We're just gonna give you a little bit of it's sickening. It's so sad. But again, before we close out, I wanted to know if anybody had any remarks or anything that they wanted to add to the discussion before I close out with final thoughts and remarks.
Mic check. So we have a few more comments since speaking. So on YouTube, AC Britt says Hogan's not attacking Schellenberger or the state's attorney in Hartford or Anne Arundel County. Murders are up in all of those jurisdictions. I'm assuming AA County is Anne Arundel. He threatens to extort money from the city repeatedly, perpetuating the issues that plague us. Heartbreak. And on Facebook, solidarity to all, love to all, for all, remembering our indigenous family this week as well. That's from Ken. Charlene says, killed by police at 92 years old. That's sad. And love and care to all the families impacted by community homicide. Mic check.
Mic check. Wow. So again, I just want to thank each and every last person for tuning in, taking your time, because I know right now y'all could have been whipping up some pies, y'all could have been eating, y'all could have been talking, y'all could have been doing anything right now besides tuning in. And I just thank you guys for your time and just let you guys know, even though we do have a target on our back, we still got to stay focused. But the most peaceful thing that we could ever do and the most respectful thing that we could ever do, that's hold these folks accountable. You know, if you want to pretty much fall for anything, how can you stand for something? I'm not falling for none of the Water Dog and Pony show or anything. But I just do want you guys to enjoy your holiday time. And if you guys want to go shopping for Black Friday, why not shop black? Why not shop black? Support black-owned businesses. And if you need a list, my sister Dina, she has bookstore lists. She has the whole 9 yards. Like, you know, go out to restaurants. You know, go to Taste This and buy a meal. If you want to go buy a meal Friday while you out shopping, but spend black. I encourage you guys to spend black. You can spend your money wherever you want to, but I encourage you guys to spend black. And I thank each and every last one of you. And before I close out, I'm just thankful, so thankful for each and every last one of you guys for just being here, doing the things that you have been doing and doing. You guys are very important. Remember, you guys are different. People change. You change, and you know, pretty much fighting this world that sometimes we don't even understand as humans. We can't even wrap our brain around what's going on. It's just way too much. But again, remember, you are different makers. You are great. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. Remember, live to love to live. And the way my brother Ben brought us in, and again, sorry for our technical difficulties. Like my brother told you, he said they've been trying to block me out for years. And you know, that's my warrior brother. A matter of fact, I'm gonna call you my warrior brother. because I want to bring you on the show next week with all that fire, because I'm bringing up another special guest that I want you guys to meet. And we all are well aware of the story, but I won't tell you, you know, who it is until next week. So live to love, love to live. Enjoy your turkey, enjoy, you know, your vegetarian meals or whatever you decide. Put in your body, bless the hands that's preparing it. Just bless us as we go through these days. But remember, we are in control. We are in control. Nobody can control us. They can try to control our minds, but pretty much it boils down to whatever we intake and how we react to what we see. Love you guys. Live to love, love to live. Ben is going to take us out with our brother again. We have a target on our back. Thank you. Mic check.
Okay.
I'm the current Baltimore City Poet Ambassador. I just want to share a poem with you guys. I got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me. The devil heard I got a message, so he's trying to disconnect me. The mayor said, do the right thing, Doc. So here I am trying to heal the hood. I brought some cameras and my consciousness, a script challenging politics. Didn't need to practice, man, I swear that I was Iverson. Bedford Stuyvesant lives within them. Cops poison the streets with venom, counteract like penicillin, you see? This pen is healing, but Lee, he had a vision, the heat was cataclysmic, metaphoric of the violent nature cops create in the streets. Let's take it back to Howard Beach, Southern Queens, 1986, to this day it still makes me sick. One black man killed. They hit him with a car, he who did his dad was a cop. So the charges got dropped, robbed him of his right to live. Kill a Negro, be a hero, brother, that's just how it is. Rest in peace to Michael Griffin. But the struggle goes on, Pete. My boy Raheem, we nicknamed him Radio, his boombox is a blessing. Played his message through a stereo, to our hood. An angel amplified through God's plans. I swear to God, he was God's right hand, symbolizing a black man with a message. Love and hate. Wherever one is, you're sure to find another. Just like Cain and Abel, one incarnate killed the other. Yin and yang on both hands, a combo in effect. He could embrace you with a fist, or treat you with respect. 2 slices of pizza, and I want extra cheese. Big salad, GOP, it makes no difference to me. Stuffing folks hoping our hearts and pizza down our throats, taking money out the ghetto. Us communists shouldn't meddle with the status quo. Oh, hell no. We want some brothers on the wall.
That's right.
You come to our neighborhoods,
That's
we
right.
eat here, and we can't get any brothers on the wall.
Right.
It seems like Sal's Pizzeria is the House of Representatives with the lack of care and cold stares. They invaded us with no fear. There's no fear in the art of war. So when I pick up my gun to protect my son, don't look at me like I'm crazy.
That's right.
Because I told you.
I got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Devil heard I got a message, so he's trying to disconnect me. Nah. History repeats itself and that's just how it goes. Same way that these cops always take my brother's souls. Same thing Darren Wilson did to Mike Brown, yeah we know. Trayvon Martin, Eric Garner, Amadou Diallo. While silly white kids argue over who doesn't see color, look around, Billy, man, they killing all my brothers. They justify our death saying that we kill each other. Sit around, enjoy your privilege while I console my mother, no playing. My life's no joke, and that's true-ish. Same rope they hung us on, we tie our shoes with. But not today, I pray no graves be paid, cause I came to bring the change, we ain't stupid.
That's right.
Yes.
Say it, brother.
So when I pick up my gun to protect my son, don't look at me like I'm crazy. Because I told you.
I got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Please protect me, got a target on my body, somebody. Anybody?
I got you.
Please.
I got you.
I got you.
I got you.